Testing. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. All right. So, what I'm doing today, hopefully my mic is still picking up. I test one more time and then I'll explain. Testing. Testing. There you go. Sorry if you heard that. Just had to make sure everything was still picking up, because this is a bit different to before. So, as you can tell by my buttons and what I said earlier, this is my first time streaming on the PS5. And yes, I do have one now. Expect pretty much every PS4 game I've streamed, or pretty much expect all my plans to change slightly when it comes to, what's it called? Console. Pretty much, I have transferred my Miles Morales data, my Spider-Man data, and my God of War and Ragnarok, all on the here. I don't have the PS5 version of Ragnarok, which it really doesn't matter because I don't think I'll be able to tell the graphical difference anyway, due to my TV not... Yeah, I'm using TV still. Like, it's not up, like, I won't be able to tell the difference unless I use my computer monitor, but that I don't have that set up yet. So, this is a weird setup I am using. So, through HDMI, using HDMI cords, I am literally playing the PS5 using the HDMI connected to my Xbox, connected to the TV. So I'm using the one guide to play my PlayStation 5. I will switch that probably later. But I'm streaming through the PS5, as you can tell, to play stream Genshin. And we will be doing I'll be doing Alhaitham's character story today. Because I want to, for one. I'm gonna do that. Pretty much I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna start doing more of the newer character stories. Even though I didn't do the others on stream before, like Kainari's or Sinos and stuff. I want to do these new ones because, especially because, well, mainly because I want to stream them, and I might as well because there's no other character stories to do. Plus, I kind of have to do this one anyway, kind of like Elon's, where I can't do the new big event, without doing the character story. Which I will be doing the event later, like probably later this week or next week, depending, because there's still like 2 weeks left on it, so I got time. Plus, I need to do a bunch of other stuff before that, and one of those things being pretty much you'll see today. I'll be doing Alhaitham's character story, like I said, and I'll be doing 2 hangouts. I have changed my mind. I'm doing Faruzan's and Layla's, because I just unlocked both of them. So I might as well do both of them. Hopefully, Layla's and Faruzan's are not close to where the event takes place, because that will be a little bit messy. Also, I will try to get all the hidden dialogue when I get to the event, but no promises. Because I will try to one-shot that event again. Similar to Windbloom, I'll try to do all 3 days in one stream. Hopefully no issues this time. Also, hopefully, I can't really adjust the audio. Hopefully I'm loud enough to be louder than the game. If anything, I'll lower the in-game audio if needed. Also, all PS4 playthroughs that I was doing and going to do are now going to be moved to the PS5. Meaning God of War, which I have been grinding and making progress. Found the Valkyrie and Niflheim. Ragnarok and Miles Morales will now all be on the PS5, so no graphical issues, hopefully, when I do Miles Morales. So yeah, so let's get into Alhaitham's character story, shall we? And yeah, I will be doing this on stream. I won't be doing every part of, unlike Windbloom, I think, or similar to Windbloom, I will like attempt every minigame once on stream, and then do the minigame, like complete all the different stages and stuff off stream. So yeah, that's that plan. Plus, I want to do his character story on stream. I want to do Nahida's. I don't know where this dude is. Yeah, I want to do Nahida's is a big one I want to do. Because, like, it unlocks a boss for one. Two, it's interesting. Even though I didn't do Nahida's first one on stream, I did that off stream, I'm going to do her second one. I'll also be doing this off stream. This is this is a world quest in the new area, basically like this one and like this. I know I'm like, I need to go to talk to Alhaitham. But, let's see, where is it? Oh. Is this the guy? Yes, this is the boss. Okay. That's the boss that apparently is now being shown. Okay. What else? Also, depending on how, either during when I get to the event, or okay, either today or during this stream, next when I get to the event, or off stream, I'm gonna be summoning for Baizu. Even like one, I haven't gotten a new character since I think Elon, in terms of 5 stars, or no, since Dea. And that was the first time I summoned on her. And I've been hearing a lot of people have been getting good luck on Baizu, so I'm going to try for him. Plus, I don't have any of the characters in this banner, Candace or Official. And since Kaveh is released, I might as well summon for him. I will probably go for Ganyu later. And then I'm trying to also save up for a standard banner so I can get Mona or her. Or someone I don't have in that banner. Anyway, we've been told... And yes, I am Geo Traveler. Also, I do have Tainari back on my team, because new voice actor. Props to Zach. I'm still getting used to his voice. I do like the lax tone better, because it fits Tainari better. But some lines, I will say, he's definitely trying too hard. He sounds a lot nerdier. So Paimon... also, there was a little dialogue when I unlocked this quest. Basically, Paimon's saying we should check out the Akademiya because people are hearing that Alhaitham's becoming the Grand Sage. So let's go check out if these rumors are true. Plus, this story quest has been preventing me from doing some quests in Sumeru because I'm always afraid to trigger it. Commissions. Plus, I kind of have to do his since I unlocked it because I can't even do Faruzan's hangouts because I was going to do Faruzan's hangout off stream, but her location is blocked because of this quest. So I'm like, shit, I might as well do it. after I do Alhaitham's character story. Plus, it'll be a good intro to Farazan.
How's everything going with your thesis?
But you kind of need to do Farazan's thing anyway, because Farazan's in this event, same with Layla, so I might as well do their hangouts before the event, so why not? And I missed the event where Layla got introduced, so I don't know what's going to happen when I do her hangout. I don't know if it's going to reintroduce me to her.
I should be able to publish it next month. A few days ago, I was worried that I'd have to stop my work on it. Thankfully, that didn't come to pass.
Well, Azar was one of your thesis advisors. Honestly, I was afraid that you might have gotten dragged down as well. How did things get settled?
The newly appointed acting Grand Sage reviewed all of our projects and gave us permission to continue our research.
Acting Grand Sage? That sounds like a new thing.
Yeah, I heard that selecting new sages has been taking some time, so he's just filling in. But it's all thanks to him that our research results weren't jeopardized. Once my paper is published, I'm definitely giving myself a long vacation and getting some much-needed rest. Mondstadt sounds like a good idea.
Huh.
They're really out of their minds, making Alhaitham the acting Grand Sage?
Take it easy, Professor. I'm puzzled as well. Just going by qualifications, you're one of our most preeminent scholars. I don't know why they picked a stripling like him.
Fool! Do you think I'm angry because I wasn't chosen for the position? No! It's because I don't understand why they chose him! He was one of my students, but he rarely attended class. When I asked him about it, he retorted that self-study was better use of his time. What brazen arrogance! Misery of miseries! For the Akademiya to have him as the acting Grand Sage?
Don't overdo it, old man.
Professor, don't get so worked up. I'll go get you some water.
Psst. Want to hear a secret? I've heard the new acting Grand Sage is from Haravatat.
Really? Who is it?
Someone named Alhaitham. Never met him myself, but he's a real hot topic right now. Lots of things being said about him. Hard to tell what's true and what isn't, though.
Oh. Okay, the symbols on their hats make a lot more sense now. Because those symbols, I think, are used in the event.
There's also a Vahumana scholar who's been in the spotlight recently.
Yep.
They say that he's a likely pick to be one of the next sages.
Oh, is he teaching any courses? Maybe we should drop by.
Wow. News of Alhaitham being the acting Grand Sage sure spread fast. Some people don't know who he is, though. Guess he's less famous than Paimon thought. Some people are saying good things and others bad. Especially that old guy just now. He really doesn't like Alhaitham. Hey, are you okay? You don't look too good.
The Matra.
The Matra?
I'm Ilias. I have to talk to a Matra about something important.
You look like you're about to keel over.
In the state you're in? You shouldn't push yourself. Why don't you tell us what happened and we'll pass on your message to a Matra?
No, I have to tell them myself. They are the only ones I could trust. Sorry, can you lend me your arm? This is an important matter. Failure is not an option.
Since you put it that way, fine. We'll take you to a Matra.
The illusions of the mob. This dual sense.
We promised to take you to a Matra, but we don't know that many, do we?
Your perspective.
Oh, wait! Sino should be back at the Akademiya! Let's go find
I was about to say, we know the Matra. So, close enough. Also, I have to be very careful-ish in the event in terms of interacting with people each day, because I have to pretty much I have to interact with people in a certain order to get certain dialogue. If I do miss any, I'm going to post videos in the description of the event video I do, or the event stream, or video, whatever, of all the different interactions, if I miss any. I also try to get the special ending.
Hey there! Excuse us, but is Sino at the Akademiya?
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Sino? I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now.
Of course he is.
But if you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might have on to him.
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with the Matra. It sounds like something urgent.
Oh? If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it first?
He's a Matra.
Siraj.
Siraj. That name sounds familiar. Isn't he a Vahumana researcher?
Vahumana researcher?
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact. I hear he's as daring as he is intelligent. There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next sage. But please continue, good sir. What about Siraj?
I want to report him for conducting a dangerous experiment. He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. Experimental equipment everywhere.
What the hell?
I ran as fast as I could, a little slower, and he would have caught me.
There's no rush. Please, take your time. What kind of experiments was he conducting? Where is this cave?
I don't remember.
Huh? You can't remember?
All I remember is Siraj walking towards me, and then my head started feeling weird. It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that that place is dangerous, and that they must be stopped. Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern. We have to hurry.
Even if what you say is... All right. I'll have some of my colleagues look into Siraj. But before that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
You think I'm lying?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just standard protocol. Sorry, but can you two wait out here a little while? We'll be back soon.
Huh? Alhaitham?
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Huh. It's kind of weird for you to be working with the Matra. Is there a special reason?
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Really? I'm unsurprised you have this much free time. In that case, let's join in as well, shall we, Traveler?
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham to participate in this investigation. As for you two... Oh, never mind. After all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here. I'll allow you to accompany us, but you have to promise to keep everything confidential.
Don't you worry. Our lips are sealed.
All right, in that case, I'll fill you in on what we know so far. Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawar researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories. It seems he stumbled upon this information while escaping. Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the Akademiya right now. He applied for long-term off-site research 1 month ago.
Of course he did.
It's close to the time that Ilyas had given. So we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious persons.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out. You two, do as you will.
Oh, come on! We already said that we're coming!
can't you use, like, one of those knowledge capsules to, you know, look at his memories or some shit? I think that, I don't know if it works like that. Take a shortcut. It's gonna be cool when I finally can do, like, use Hydro. Because I wonder how the Hydro trap was gonna be.
We're here, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. What's our next course of action? Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately. The new Akademiya decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the Matra's actions during an ongoing investigation.
I forgot, I think this is one of the first times you don't see Alhaitham with the... What's it called? The... Akasha. I think that's what it's called. On him.
If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for suspicious persons. Ilyas, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, I'll have to trouble you with the protection of our primary witness.
Sure. Though I'd rather he just protect himself.
He's the same as ever, casually ignoring people just like he did back at Aro Village.
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly. Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra's powers. That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure him that I won't interfere with their work this time.
Why is this so complicated?
This is why I was against becoming the acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome than usual.
Excuse me, acting Grand Sage Alhaitham.
Oh boy.
I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what. Have we met before?
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting you.
Haha! I thought so too. I probably wouldn't have had anything to do with someone of your caliber.
Then why did you ask?
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I met you for the first time.
Really? A misperception, perhaps. Or...
Kaveh?
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, we've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
No, it's the Ksharawar researcher who has dealings with him. His name is Narendra.
Acting Sage Alhaitham? Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really warrant the personal interest of the acting Grand Sage?
Why did you say that?
What have I got myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but please, I promise that this won't ever happen again.
I would like to ask him a few questions.
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but he never showed up.
What were the details of this transaction?
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our project. He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of mora if I was willing to put some aside for him, under the pretense of them being defective parts. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade. I sure didn't expect to get stood up, or run into you all.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the case, it seems that this lead ends here. The good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical components. We still have time to conduct our investigation. Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No, he's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that front. However, I am curious, what do you need him for exactly?
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I see. We'll be returning to the Akademiya then. I'll leave Ilyas in your care.
Follow me.
Also, my title for this is probably going to be, like, mainly focused on Alhaitham's character story, considering hangouts. You don't really fight in those, and you're just hanging out with the character.
Siraj didn't show up at the tavern, and Narendra didn't give us any leads. Ugh, that means we're stuck. Alhaitham, are you serious about seeing things through? Paimon's pretty surprised that you're this interested in the case.
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Huh? Paimon has no clue. Hey, do you know?
Yes, we were classmates.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on the situation. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself, but because you know the suspect?
You couldn't be further from the truth, but I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with. For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human evolution. From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the Akademiya. My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately decided to reject the application.
So that's why he's buying energy sources and electrical components.
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in secret.
That sounds super suspicious. Oh, we gotta stop him. Ilyas, can you try to remember things again? Maybe something new will pop up.
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times. And no matter how hard I try, it feels like everything in my mind is shrouded in a thick mist.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress. However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be restored with the appropriate stimulus. Now, try to recall things you care about. They don't need to be related to this case.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done, I can remember some things, but I can't recall some others no matter how hard I try. But I do vaguely remember that there are 2 things that I have to do no matter what.
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck from the Akademiya and give it to my younger sister in Gandharvaville. I'm not sure about the details, But it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every month to pay for family expenses.
And the second thing? What's the second thing?
I can't remember. Sorry, there's just so much I can't recall.
Not unexpected. However, you're the only one who has seen Siraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such, we'll do everything we can to help you regain your memories.
Losing your memories must be really painful. But don't you worry, we'll help you get them all back.
Oh, thank you so much. This feeling, it's more than just pain. I don't know how to describe it. I have so few memories that I don't even have a clear idea of who I am. And my head's always ringing. It feels like I could faint at any moment. But amidst all that, it also feels like I've been set free somehow. Nevertheless, I have you all to thank for bringing me what clarity I do have right now. Now, I do remember that I worked part-time at a place in the Akademiya called the Research Preparation Center. That's also where I got my monthly paycheck.
I see. In that case, let's go and find whoever's in charge there.
Oh yeah. Either Wednesday, or pretty much either tomorrow or Thursday, I will be doing Guardian games. I didn't do it today because I already had stuff set up for this, so that's... I'm going to do Guardian games then, because that's back. And I'm ready to support the Titans, which seemed to be Ori in the lead last time I checked. I have a not a bad feeling, but I have a feeling he's like... I don't think he's Siraj. Because Alhaitham would have said something by now. Because he knows what Siraj looks like. Since they were classmates. Also, God, the loading screens are so much faster on the PS5. Like, goddamn. Making sure there's no books I haven't grabbed yet. Because I've been, like, trying to complete those.
Oh, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this period's research expenses report to your office. Have you taken a look? Are there any issues with it?
I did. Recent research expenses have decreased quite a bit compared to past figures.
Yes, though that is primarily because there are fewer scholars with research needs. But that can be a rather convoluted topic. Might I ask why you are here today?
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilyas. He worked part-time here, and he's here for his paycheck.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilyas, where have you been these past few days? That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word. Everyone had to pick up the slack.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there anything I can do to make up for it?
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, there is one thing that is yet to be settled. Do you remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site research application. He retracted his application a few days ago and canceled his off-site project. He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra is probably having coffee at this hour, so you can find him at the cafe.
Understood. Then, about my paycheck.
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything again. Be considerate to your colleagues and give them some forewarning at least. Is this acceptable, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
I have no objections.
Okay, look. I'm pretty sure Kave's supposed to be involved in this, but I have a feeling he's probably not going to be involved until, like, the end or something. Maybe if there's ever a part that involves, going to Alhaitham's house. Since they live together. Also, despite what they say, they're clearly a thing. Or not a thing, but, like... what is it called? Pentaprogression or something? Like... Sexual is it sexual tension? Something like that. Something like that. Oh, I'm not where I was supposed to go. I know Kave's involved in this event. Or, not event, story somehow, I think, because it's Alhaitham, and of course Kave would be involved. Whether it's just like one scene, so I'm guessing it's probably near the end. Oops. Whoopsie. That was an accident.
Elias, long time no see. What can I do for you?
I heard that you canceled your research project, so I'm just here to ask you why.
Oh, that, it's really nothing special. I just don't feel like going anymore. I'm not the only one who canceled, right? I mean, people have had no motivation to conduct research lately, haven't they?
No motivation to conduct research?
Yeah. Say, who might you be? You look sort of familiar.
Oh, don't mind me. Please, continue.
Well, with the downfall of the Sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being investigated. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new Sages would have interest in, right?
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason for the lack of motivation to start new research.
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down. I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any of the research we do. Back then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so we were able to immediately run various tests and experiments.
I see.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something so amazing, who can be bothered to manually sift through data and files ever again? There are only a handful of people at the Akademiya who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to join.
So you're lazy. That's what you're saying, basically.
Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Oh.
Ilias? What's wrong?
Ah, that hurts my eyes a bit.
My head. It hurts.
It's like that shit that happened to us.
I remember now. I remember what Siraj said to me as he approached.
It reminds me of the whole, like, stuff with, Wanderer. Which I haven't... I want to rename him, but I don't at the same time. Until, like, they give him a proper name, which... I know what they call him in the event. They call him Hat Guy, but I'm not naming him that. When they give him, like, a proper name that's not Scaramouche, I might just name him Scar, to be fair. But, I am curious if they're ever going to give him a proper name.
You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module. Like a worker bee in a beehive.
Paimon doesn't get it. What does that even mean?
It's what Siraj was researching, and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution. Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human society and drive humans toward their ultimate evolution. First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number 1 serving as the Overmind. This Overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members based on their assigned number. Lastly, members would share their memories and emotions to facilitate the rapid exchange of information within the collective.
Paimon still doesn't get it. What's the point of all that?
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an individual and an organization. Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual humans.
Whoa. Squishing a whole bunch of people together? Paimon thinks that sounds horrible.
It's just as Alhaitham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic needs. Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36, and I think that was a low-ranking number.
Wait. Is this what the doctor did? The doctor says he has a bunch of versions of himself, but I don't think he actually copied his physical being. Like, making himself, like, younger and stuff. Did he do what this guy did? Siraj? What Siraj did? He copied his mind onto other people? This sounds like something the doctor would have done, and did. It would make a lot more sense about the whole, like, multiple versions of him. And this is something that was mentioned back in the main Archon quest of Act 5. So that's why I'm thinking that's what the doctor might have done. And knowing how long the doctor's been around, that means the doctor we know is not the original doctor. That's just someone that he imprinted his consciousness onto. The original doctor is probably dead. Because if I doubt he's lived over 100 years. Considering, like, it's been, like, around that. From when, Scaramouche, that whole furnace thing happened, to when, to now.
I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that the Hive would soon be complete.
Oh no, then we gotta hurry! We have to stop him before it's complete!
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember. I still can't recall where the cave is. I'm really sorry.
Take your time. You'll eventually remember it all. However, something doesn't seem right. Some details don't add up.
I hope we bring up the doctor in this. Also, there's this cave I found that has a withering zone in it. I don't know how to lower the water in it, so I have to look up what that is.
What's off?
Plus the Dendroculus is in there, and I can't get to it.
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number.
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on. Anyway, we're done here. Let's go.
Really?
Please,
He's disappointed?
wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now. Are you looking for him?
Oh, shit.
Huh? Do you know something?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. Supposedly, he's a strong contender for being one of the next sages.
Oh, boy. Also, interesting that that's a really skin-tight out. I just realized how skin-tight Alhaitham's outfit is because, God, you can see his abs.
There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team.
Carry on.
I'm nothing special, though, so I doubt I'd get the opportunity. That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. Her name is Janaki. If you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually reading at the pavilion in the garden.
God, we keep keep having to go up and down this whole freaking tree. Let me heal. I did a lot of cooking off stream and mastered a bunch of recipes recently. Anyway. What's an easy thing I can give him? There you go. Make this faster. Yeah, Yelan, and to be fair, Deo, her banner's interesting when it first came out, so I don't even know if she counts as... Oh, maybe. Like I said, I think she's the last 50-50 I won. Besides that, I haven't had luck with Shinha, Ayaka, who else came out? Who's after them? I don't remember the first two banners that came out for this version. I am blanking. They were both reruns. Why am I blanking so hard? Oh, Nahida and Nilu. I had no luck with them either. I've been given 4 stars, like I got Dory. And I don't have Dory, but I got Dory, a copy of her, and a copy of Cookie.
Are you Janaki? We'd like to ask you a couple of things about Siraj.
What was that? Also, if any of these story quests, like Dea's, Alhaitham's, Nahida's, if I'm missing secret dialogues, I do apologize. I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are because I don't have a video pulled up this time, and I'm probably not going to pull one up. So if you want to know where they are, there is a channel that does hidden locations, and I recommend looking that channel up. Just look up character hidden locations or secret dialogue or whatever, Genshin Impact. And the channel starts with an A, and I've been using that channel to find like all the secret locations of characters for like Windbloom and stuff.
Ilyas?
Do you know me? I'm sorry, but I don't recognize you.
Are you playing dumb with me?
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my memories.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten what you've done? Or are you using the acting Grand Sage as backup to settle things with me? The two biggest loners teaming up. What a terrible thought.
You're gonna say that about the Sage, for one. 2, I didn't notice that chest there. 3, you sound way older than your voice, or than you look.
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between the two of you, but I have no interest in that. I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project. Is that true?
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested in his project. I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused because I thought that rank was too low. No one wants to be placed at the bottom. Certainly not me.
Ilyas is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh, just how many people did Siraj have his eyes on?
Tell me, did Siraj tell you how he assigned numbers?
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back then? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person. I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering system.
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's computing power. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their Jnana energy. At most, Jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities. Humans are complicated beings, so it is impossible to evaluate them using a single criterion.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 45.
What else do you know about Siraj?
That's it. He came to me, I refused, and that was the end of it. Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here. I've had enough of this eyesore.
Okay.
Please, wait, I still want to know what I did in the past.
You really forgot?
I swear, I don't remember anything.
Paimon can vouch for him. The Matra also said that he truly lost his memories.
I see. You know what? It's better this way. I get angry just thinking about it, so I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, including me. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
Okay, she did at least... I was about to say she had an attitude, but she loosened up.
She's gone. She doesn't seem to like you very much. Do you really not remember anything?
My guess... Okay, so I was gonna say she had an attitude, but it looks like she lightened up a bit once she realized he did lose his memories.
I really don't. But after she said that, I've had this heavy feeling in my chest. I guess I did something really horrible.
Do you want to remember?
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also lost your memory. No one can force you to remember if you don't want to. Even if you manage to remember, all you would need to do is feign ignorance and tell us that you tried the best you could, but to no avail.
By the way, this headset, I might switch it out for my new one, because I think my new one would work, maybe with my... with the PS5, even though it's designed for the Xbox and PC, but I won't be using the mixer, I was just using the headset itself, so I would have to test it one day to see if it works with PlayStation, because it has its own mute slider, so I won't have to, like, keep freaking flipping up my, mic part to mute myself. Plus, I think I can mute myself with the controller now. I think. I haven't tested that either. I will have to test that later. Not right now, though.
I'm not sure what to do. Like I said before, for some reason I felt a sense of freedom when I realized I had lost my memories. But I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily. I still want to remember everything. What should I do?
I can look up your file. Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past must be on file somewhere. Would you like me to look into it?
Yes, please.
All right. Then let's return to the House of Dana. We've spent enough time here, and you should go and get your paycheck.
Where's that chest? There it is. I was literally here the whole time, and I never saw it. And I've been up here a few times. I think you actually go around here during, the Wanderer interlude. Which I am curious when the next interlude is gonna be added. Because I feel like there's gonna be a fourth interlude, at least with maybe in 3.8. There's gonna be a second interlude. Because, Inazuma had 2 interludes. So why not just have another interlude? I'm curious of what that interlude's gonna be about. Plus, if I am reading between the lines correctly, usually 3.8 is the last update before the next big version. They usually do 3.8, or from what I've seen, they usually do a 0.8, and then they jump right to a 0.0. So, if anything, 3.8 is gonna be the last, like, update for Sumeru, and then 4.0, or then 4.0 should be next, and then boom, Fontaine.
Also, let's split up for now. Ilias, you go and deal with that. The rest of you, come to the archives with me.
I wouldn't be surprised if 3.8 is the summer stuff, because we are in May right now, and this is only phase 2, or the second half of 3.7. So 3.8 will probably be June and July, and then August should be 4.0, if my math is correct, and if my theory is correct. So Fontaine should come out in August.
We'll meet back here later and then head over to Gandharvaville.
Okay. Thank you all so much.
Relax, Ilias. Being nervous accomplishes nothing.
That's true. I'm ready. No matter what I've done, I'm ready to face it. I'll also try my best to remember anything else related to Siraj. We'll put an end to all of this.
I'm holding you to that. See you later.
Oh, right, the elevator. Okay. Going up. Right, okay, we haven't been here since... Well, story-wise, we haven't been here since Alhaitham faked going insane. I have a feeling he wasn't, what's his name? He wasn't Siraj or whatever. I have a feeling he wasn't.
Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
Well then. I feel like this is... Considering how far away the chair is to the desk and how big the chair is, I feel like that's unnecessary. Oh. He got up. Wasn't expecting him to actually get up.
What's wrong?
Hey, Flammable.
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilyas's file. Let's meet downstairs.
What have I done?
This file indicates that you were once commended by the Akademiya for your courage and sense of justice. You were considered a hero.
Huh? Me?
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud, and you were the one who reported him. Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and your instructor was brought to justice by the Matra. This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Akademiya sent you a commendation. What is it? Are any memories coming back to you?
No, it's just... my head feels like it's being ripped apart again. It hurts.
Oh boy.
Did I seriously do that? Then why?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's no need to push yourself over it.
I'm sorry. That should have been something good to hear, but my body is instinctively rejecting it. I feel like I'll black out if I try to remember.
Jeez.
Take it slow. Recovering memories is no easy task, especially when it involves memories that you don't want to remember. Just do what you think is right.
Thank you. I'm not sure how you're so calm and composed all the time, but it does make me feel more confident about the situation I'm in.
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilyas's paycheck to his sister. Come on!
Flammable, if you're still here, hey. I'm doing a character story at the moment. I don't know if there's gonna be fighting yet. And 2 character hangouts, which is Farazan and Lila. You won't know who those characters are until I meet up with them. Unless you play this game at all. I've been doing a lot of TCG off stream as well. Freaking card game and the card game minigame. And I've gotten a lot of characters. I even beat Cynos, so I have Cynos card now. Wonder if we'll see Tainari here. Or even Kale.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilyas, what are you doing back here?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, since I already did Tainari's character story, as well as pretty much did the whole Sumeru Archon quest, I don't know. from what I've heard, they literally re-recorded all of Tainari's lines all the way back in the beginning of Sumeru. And I haven't seen those cutscenes with the new voice yet, but I honestly thought they were gonna just have him sound like the previous guy, and then all the new stuff was gonna have his new voice.
Dad, it's nothing. I was just wondering how everyone was doing.
You sure everything's okay? Did they bully you again? It's all right. You can tell us. Ilyas, what's wrong?
I'm fine. Just a minor headache. I haven't been getting much rest lately.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things turned out. I can't imagine how things are going for you at the Akademiya. We've even been receiving threat letters.
What the hell?
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the Akademiya. You can always come back home.
I'm all right. I just need a little rest.
Ilyas doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
Oh, yeah.
Hey! That's enough, you two! Ilyas isn't feeling well. You can keep nagging him once we get home. Ilyas, let's find somewhere to talk. So, how's your headache?
It's much better now. Oh, here. It's this month's paycheck. How's everything at home?
Same old, same old. It's just that everyone's worried about you. Don't mind their nagging. Deep down, they know that you did the right thing. It's just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and seeing all the threatening letters, well, they're mom and dad. Maybe they just want you to conform a bit more.
Conform.
Yeah. You don't remember? After the incident, you... Ilyas? What's wrong?
Ah, I see. I remember now. Don't worry, I remember now.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand your decision. But Mom, Dad, and I just want you to be happy. I don't care if you're a hero or not. I just want you to enjoy life and relax more.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it? That's good. Are you a friend of his?
More so these two. My name is Alhaitham, and this is the Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, that rings a bell. At any rate, I feel more at ease knowing that my brother has friends.
Well, yeah. I've been to Gandharvaville so many times now, especially with Tainari and Kale.
Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but I still have things I need to take care of.
Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'll get going then. Take care of yourself, Ilyas.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make you guys worry again.
You remember now?
Yes, I do. Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
Is that your way of conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. Remember when I asked at the tavern if we had ever met? I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but what I really meant was a sense of loathing.
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that you're not someone I dislike to that extent. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
Yeah, about that. You and Kave are your own little situation. Also, like, I wouldn't be surprised if the sense of loathing he's feeling is from the class, I already forgot to say the name. The classmate guy that they're looking for. probably he got jealous of Alhaitham.
It'd be great if I could think like you. But
Siraj.
first things first. I remember where Siraj's cave is now. I'll take you there.
Really? That's great! Paimon remembers that you said there are 2 things that you had to do. We've only checked off 1, right? What about the other one? Are we not gonna do that first?
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective consciousness, or it'll be too late.
You're right. Let's head out.
Also, I'm very curious on how the hell the doctor made all his different consciousnesses. Yeah, but I think I wouldn't be surprised if the sense of loathing is from Siraj. It's weird. Okay, so unless this is at the end of the quest, but Faruzan's hangout starts here, and it wouldn't let me continue it because apparently this location is used during the story quest. The question is, when exactly? Also, yeah, I did this whole thing, I got that unlocked. Yeah. I did a lot off grinding. Been messing with this, the Vanurana? I did the whole Rana storyline, I'll just say that much. And I've been trying to do some of the post-game stuff, post-world quest stuff. Meaning, like, going back to that village and clearing out the suspicious people, but for some reason it doesn't say, it's not checked off yet, so that means there's more than one, but I don't know who the other one is, and I don't know where they are. If there is another one.
This is the place.
It's so well hidden. But there's nothing spooky about it. Let's go inside and take a look.
I'm guessing this is where I can play as Alhaitham. Dendro and electric, huh? Let's switch out Yelan for Yemiko.
Whatever would you do without me?
Yep, thought so. Let's see what you're holding. You have your signature sword. Because of course you do. What's your artifacts? Of course you have those. Okay, that kind of... Of course him and Kaveh have similar constellations. But that's kind of cool. It's like the way his are unlocked. Sumeru Academia, February 11th. The current scribe of Sumeru's Academia, man. He lives free from the searching eyes of ordinary people anyway. I don't know how to say his voice actor's name. Also, not gonna lie, the way I tested him out before, the way he plays is awesome. He's similar to Kachi or Chiching or whatever her name is, the one that uses Electro that's in the standard banner. He has a similar ability like that, but his moves are a little bit different. I would say his R2 is similar to maybe, what's his name, Ayato's. Similar, not exact, but like. Huh. Well, a house here.
Weird.
Houses.
It's bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined. Are you sure it's still a work in progress? Ilyas, do you remember this place? Huh? Ilyas! Where'd he go?
I don't sense him nearby.
Did he get separated from us? Should we wait here or turn around and look for him?
There's no need for that. Let's keep moving.
Alright. We'll continue in and see if he catches up to us.
I think Alhaitham knows. We'll eventually run into him. He probably somehow went ahead of us. Just checking if there's not trees, friggin' chests. Also, I've done Carabear. I did that Archon quest already. And there is secret dialogue still, even if Windbloom has passed. With, what the hell?
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done more than enough for me already.
What the hell is this? Why are we getting his memories? Also, yeah, if you talk to, basically before you leave with Dane, if you talk to Kaya, he still mentions the Windbloom thing.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth? He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application, and whenever the project hits a wall, he asks you for help. Everyone knows what's going on.
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project. Too many people would be affected.
But he's obviously taking advantage of you! He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data and takes credit for it. That's not right! Why are you putting up with this?
A lot of people warn me to not say anything, and I think they have a point. This is just how things are. All I want is to graduate without any problems.
This is the thing. Okay, this is the thing that everyone got mad at him for.
It's okay. He's at least paying me.
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters and casual threats and insults. All for a measly 20,000 mora? He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
I feel like we met that guy before.
What's the matter? Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilyas was connecting to the collective consciousness.
Connecting collective consciousness?
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The Hive has long been finished. The collective consciousness project is already complete, and Ilyas is now returning to the collective.
Also, I'm doing a Lumine run, sort of, with a second account. Pretty much to try my luck, to see if I have better luck on that account, and correct the mistakes I've made on this one. I don't think I'll ever stream that. I don't know if I'll ever stream it on that account, but yeah, pretty much. And it's not gonna be. This is still my main account. It's just that pretty much I'm not ascending I'm not doing adventure rank ascensions unless I actually have to. Because I made the mistake of ascending way too many times, and that's where I'm in the problem now, where my characters are underleveled. At least most of them are underleveled. Compared to the world enemies. And I just recently got Yamiko to level 60.
Not entirely. Keep walking and you'll see why.
I got new mail. Oh, I can't check it. Shit. I'll have to check that later. What is this? Oh, wait. I think I've seen a little bit of this cutscenes from this, but I kind of know what's gonna happen, kind of not. Interesting mechanic. You need to unlock both? I don't know if I locked myself out doing that. I hope I didn't lock myself out doing that. Oh, I can... Okay, I see. Okay, that looked hard, but that wasn't. It's just that I was just messing around. Oh, I think I know what I need to do. Ew, I see what I need to do now. Shit. Oh, I see now. I see. That's not actually as hard as I thought. Very interesting puzzle mechanic.
Here you are.
Oh yeah, level 61. I just realized. Of course he has a signature sword. He also dual wields, but I wonder if he dual wields the same sword twice, or does he always have the sword that looks like his signature sword as his secondary sword? Okay. Geo Traveler. There's a reason I'm using Geo Traveler, by the way.
Come on out. Right here. Emerge.
And Shroud. I hear everything.
Also, at some point, I'm switching Elon's and Tighnari's bows around.
Here you are.
Mainly for color scheme, I think the bow that Tighnari has will be better on Yelan than on him. I think Rust might work for him better. Maybe. Like Stringless, I feel like will fit Yelan a lot better.
It's completely different from what Ilyas said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Well, Alhaitham said that.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
Oh, we can't. Okay. Interesting. Can't interact with them. I wish it said what number they were.
Alhaitham. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
I'm right in front of you.
The scholars in the Akademiya are prime examples.
So what were you saying? What is okay, your legs were glitched for a second. I think all of them are... I keep... Is it Saj again? Saji? Whatever his name is. I think all of them are thinking what Saj is... Siraj is thinking.
Whatever.
Because Siraj is probably jealous of Alhaitham. Freaking trippy.
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you've brought down?
You could have played hero any time. So why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
Also, the project is complete, I think. If this is the project they're talking about. Also, this escalated really quickly. I know it's 1 hour and 30 minutes in, and this thing sounds very similar to what the doctor did, but wow. The memories escalated very quickly.
It's a shame. What happened to him? I thought he was stronger than that.
Asshole.
Everyone has been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a bit longer. But he chose now, of all times, to...
Okay, now you just sound like an asshole, Jap.
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. Oh, this project is done for.
You're a bitch. I knew you had an attitude before, and you lightened up a bit. But you're a bitch if you think someone's death is less important than a project. It's like the whole freaking Akademiya thing that happened with Dunrazad. She ended up being... She was almost a casualty in their whole, like, dream harvesting.
None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their studies? Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate. Do you understand now?
I'm sorry.
Someone's life is more important than your stupid graduation, dumbass.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did you see this time?
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when we see him.
Jeez. Ooh, that's a load. Hi. Nice visor. Nice visor you have on. I can't interact with you. I honestly thought she would say something, but she didn't for some reason. I am glad that she didn't end up, that one chick didn't end up joining this, the project that, everyone else here clearly joined. Can I hold two at a time? Yes, I can. You good, my guy? I don't know what that does. Unless... Oh, okay, I think I know what it did.
Just in case, why don't we take both keys with us?
I can't. Oh, wait. Never mind. A little confusing. Another memory.
Alias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but well, we can't make exceptions for heroes, now can we? Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Getting a reputation for being too unconventional will not stand you in good stead in the long run.
I understand.
Oh, hey.
You seem troubled.
Again, nice
Who are you?
visor.
Where are my manners? My name is Suraj.
honestly thought this man was gonna be older than this. Nice visor, dude. Look like a dickhead. No, you look like frickin' Cyclops.
Siraj, I've heard of you before. Do you need something from me?
The world hates people who don't fit in. I imagine you've had your fair share of trouble.
Understatement.
After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you were ostracized and shunned. Even your family can't understand your actions.
They do, but okay. Also, I honestly thought he was Johnny. Never mind. The project they were on is not what I thought. Also, like, who's Johnny? I feel like we've seen him before in the Archon quest, but I might be wrong.
However, I'm working on some research that will help you merge into a collective. That way, your life won't be so dolorous. How about it? Wanna have a go?
What did you see?
Paimon can't believe it! He really did trick us! That giga jerk!
It's not entirely his fault. I think it's because when he got his memories back, the whole Siraj thing kinda influenced him.
No, Siraj is the real giga jerk here. Ilias is just a regular jerk. Ooh,
Close enough.
So mad! We're gonna find him and we're gonna make him explain himself!
I mean, look at the giant thing behind you. What was that? What was that loading screen? Unless... Oh, did we enter a different... We're in a different area. What's the purpose of that? I honestly thought I fell off for a second. I was about to freak out. He probably has the visor on now, doesn't he?
You've come.
Oh, never mind.
I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to see you one last time as Ilias. And I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you all here. To throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the Hive. That was my task as Siraj number 36.
You were already Siraj number 36? But you passed the Matra's lie detector test!
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time, even my identity and assigned responsibilities. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. I chose to delete those memories. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
Correct. I only told you that the Hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, I choose to return to that identity.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're here to destroy the Hive. And maybe snap everyone out of it.
Only here can I be truly free. That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back into the collective. And so, this is goodbye.
You're not free, dumbass.
Is this your decision?
Yeah!
Gotcha.
The person we know is Ilias, not Siraj number 36. The outside world is painful sometimes, but Paimon doesn't think that's a reason to run away.
I'm surprised Paimon got close to him.
Do you need more time to consider, Ilias?
Hey, who are...
That is Siraj.
So you're that giga jerk!
Giga jerk? How bold of you. Have I done something to offend you?
No shit.
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the Akademiya to build a collective consciousness.
That is one hell of a modified Akasha terminal.
I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks amongst themselves. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought. This is what they have chosen. All I've done is fulfill their wishes.
This is, even though, like, technically, they clearly had the Akasha terminals on during, like, when this thing started. But it seems like, once it got shut off, basically, he kept it. He kept his, and they kept theirs, and modified, or continuously modified it.
You're just trying to justify yourself!
So, Nahida's story had a similar thing where basically people were some researchers are still able to use the Akasha terminal even without the Dendro Archon's power, or the Dendro Gnosis specifically. They're like running it with, I don't know how they're running it necessarily, but they're running it somehow. He modified his, so that made sense. I think in Nahida's first story, he was somehow still able to use people's dreams to run his version of the Akasha terminal. This other guy that got arrested, I believe.
Then I ask you, what's the difference between here and the outside?
Also, I do feel bad for the other guy because he lost his girlfriend or wife or whatever. And that's the reason why he created the consciousness world he was in, because he wanted to escape into a dream where she was still alive. And I do feel also bad for the dad that was in it, that he was in the dream world because him and his daughter lost the wife mother. So that was kind of sad.
There are researchers at the Akademiya who engage in dangerous research in extreme environments while others become idle and listless. People are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after suffering setbacks. Isn't that right, Ilyas? There's no need to deny this, as it is fact. It is natural for social creatures to congregate together. And the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee colony can become a powerful swarm. Replace the bees with humans, and this model becomes even more potent. Welcome to the Hive, Alhaitham. You once arrogantly denied the merits of this project before the Grand Sage. A few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any of this. You don't care about the pain of others. But I didn't give up. I made my thesis into reality.
You're dumb, because he clearly cares enough about people to help the Archon. He helped Lesser Lord Kusanali, and he helped us. Pretty much, he helped a lot of people back in the Archon quest, so he clearly cares about people's pain. He cared about Lesser Lord Kusanali's, to a certain extent.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms in the Hive.
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where their inhabitants are? The answer is the Akademiya. They're executing another phase of the plan. The plan to install me as a sage. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together. we are able to execute complex undertakings while instantaneously modifying our strategies in response to unexpected situations. Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle. With you out of the way, I'll use my growing influence to turn the collective consciousness into a legitimate study. The project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive. No. The hive will be in control. And it will lead the Akademiya towards a new future.
We won't let you do this!
What can you achieve with mere words? You weren't even able to change Ilyas's mind. Return to the hive, number 36.
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back! Look! There are lots of people out there worried about you. And you aren't an outcast. Aren't we your friends?
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the Akademiya? When you leave, tragedy will repeat itself. Return, number 36. You know as well as I do that comforting words don't make life any easier.
Ilyas? Why?
You two are just as arrogant as Alhaitham. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. But you don't realize that most people simply want easy lives.
That's not how the world works.
I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually return. This proves that I know more about human nature than you do.
I'm pretty sure Nahida knows more than you do.
Alhaitham, do say a word or two. I will consider them as your last.
Or Greater Lord Rugadavaka. Both versions of the Dendro Archon. Probably know more than you do of human nature, even if Nahida's still learning. She learned faster than you did, though.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change its fragile nature. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilyas returned to this collective consciousness of yours.
What?
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilyas returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions will give rise to new conflict.
So that's it. Wait, so you knew that Ilyas would return to the hive? And then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj. Wouldn't expect any less from you, Alhaitham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that opportunity to... wait. It's back to normal already.
Alhaitham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Did you really think that your little scheme would be enough to destabilize the hive? Ilyas's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but such a meager drop cannot give rise to waves. Your struggle has been in vain, and it's time to end it. Allow me to show you what makes the collective consciousness so formidable.
So many monsters. Where did they come from?
There's 3. Also, I feel like this is somewhat similar to what the Doctor did. If it's not exact, it's definitely similar to what the Doctor did in terms of he had so many versions of himself. And now there's only one of him. because he deleted all those other versions. Which I don't know if he just deleted their consciousness or he literally just straight up deleted them.
And something feels off about them.
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Even so, they are part of it. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved, much like soldiers who have undergone strict training.
Of course, you have monsters because it wouldn't be a story quest without fighting.
Now then, drown in endless waves of monsters. You will all pay for your ceaseless arrogance.
How many numbers are there is my question.
Hey, Alhaitham? Your plan didn't work, so what do we do now?
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time for the recipient to receive it. You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance in front of us.
Well, alright. Paimon doesn't know how you get so confident, but we'll hold him off for as long as we can.
I wonder if we're gonna see any other, like, signature characters, like, if we're gonna see Sino in this.
Deflect! Terra Smash!
Show them. Let's get it on! Hey!
One with the forest.
Alhaitham isn't that bad of a person.
There it is.
But it has to be done.
He must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
Why? What?
Right
How
here,
does that have
right
to do with
now.
evolution?
Nothing lasts forever. Right here, emerge.
How does that have to do with evolution at all?
Let's nip that in the bud.
Look alive! Look!
You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external anomaly cannot shake the collective stability.
Oh, that screwed me out of using Data's ultimate, which... Speaking of which, I now know how to properly use Data's ultimate. Sort of. I know how to use her, like, trigger move while using the Y move. Or pretty much I know how to use her burst a little bit better now, if I'm using it right.
Come on out. Right here. Emerge.
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong at the Akademiya. Matra.
Keep up.
Here you are. What's going on? What's with this sudden influx of information? Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
The process of elimination.
Buckle up! Show them. Right now.
Can't see? I'll uproot you!
Ow.
Flicker.
How is that possible? Why
Oh my god.
Was there an error in our judgment?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. Alhaitham must have made an error in his judgment.
But Siraj is the most intelligent among them. He is number one. His judgment is the optimal one.
Is that true? Not necessarily.
There we go. This is how you use the trigger to speed up her punches. Also, this is literally the boss you face to get the materials to awaken or ascend Tainari. I don't have a healer, so I'm in a little trouble here.
Show them.
Let's nip that in the bud.
I didn't mean to use him, but okay.
Here you are.
Right now.
One with the forest.
Hook alive!
Here we go. Cinemat time. Oh, I'm green now.
What have you done?
Pre-rendered.
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive.
I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet.
I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
Uh-oh.
It's too late. Once the desires of the Hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down the list! Suraj is alive!
This isn't what we agreed to!
Jesus, man.
The one in your position!
Where did he throw his sword at? Oh. Badass.
The Hive shut down? What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions.
Also, I forgot to mention, if you notice, the game runs a lot smoother because it's the PS5 version.
For example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed the collective consciousness's judgment. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encountering negative emotions. The disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
Setbacks in the plan further amplify doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the collective to generate negative emotions.
Apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication. But in the Hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilias was the trigger for all of this. A few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, Suraj.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. Even back then, you knew that Ilias was the bait all along? But how did you know? Since when?
I knew it from the moment I saw him. Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been objective. You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and disciplined. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But if you're saying that out of sympathy, spare me. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look in your eyes.
That's just Alhaitham.
I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius. Nobody likes being treated like that.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you, someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how others perceive you.
You mean to say that I'm the arrogant one here?
Is that not so? Arrogant and emotionally fragile. You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Jesus.
Regardless, I have lost. You can take me back to the Akademiya and stand trial.
Freaking he ripped into him.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to escort you away.
Oh? So Sino is appearing. Also, you are not a staff member, you're literally acting Grand Sage. What? Also, freaking Alhaitham ripping into this, man. Hey, Sino.
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left a letter? Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you, Arav said that you had left a letter for Sino. So you really did know that something was up with Ilyas from the start! You lied to us too!
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you. By the way, I came across some information at the Akademiya a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein, your vision may improve. Do you need it?
Seriously? This guy. By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Akademiya. We can't let those jerks get away!
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons, and we've already arrested many of Siraj's associates. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver. Everything went as you predicted, Alhaitham.
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. I'll leave the arrests to you all.
Also, I recommend looking at this year's Hoyle Fair. There's like a lot of fan-made art stuff, but the animations that people do are nuts, and the one involving like the fan-made Sino origin is badass.
See you.
Just see ya.
And off he goes. There still are a lot of test subjects here, so let's stick around for a while.
See ya. Voice crack, Jesus. See ya. That's literally all he says. I'm gonna look around definitely after this story quest is over, I'm definitely gonna look around the Akademiya and see if I can find Alhaitham. If he does appear post-story. Huh.
Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all these plans to get rid of the acting Grand Sage?
Oh, come on, I was trying to talk to Sino and Ilya.
What came over me? How could I do something like this?
We were accomplices without knowing it. But I'm afraid that Alhaitham might pressure the Matra into giving us heavier sentences. Whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, we can't afford to offend him. It seems our future at the Akademiya will be full of uncertainties.
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me with a strange sense of guilt. I didn't feel anything towards Alhaitham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinions I heard about him were negative, though. Siraj made us hate Alhaitham, and we blindly accepted that hatred and thought of him as a bad person. From how things look, we've done a lot of irrational things.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Alhaitham?
Sure. Paimon will help you tell Alhaitham. But whether he chooses to forgive you is up to him.
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologizing will make us feel slightly better. If he chooses to remember this, we're prepared for our punishment.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they all doomed?
Probably not all of
We
them.
can ask Alhaitham about that later.
Some of them probably were in on it. Some weren't.
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. Yet, my life as Ilyas goes on. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth. But I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice, but I also wasn't able to conform.
Ilyas?
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived you. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment the Hive collapsed, an idea popped into my head. I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into wasn't as powerful as I had imagined. Understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like Alhaitham and not care about what anyone else thinks.
You can do it. Paimon believes in you.
Thanks. Well, I should get going. I'm one of the primary suspects in the case, so I'll have to receive my due punishment. Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? I just don't want them to worry. Also, please apologize to Alhaitham for me. Goodbye, you two.
I wonder what's gonna happen with the whole paycheck stuff, because, he sends that to his sister all the time, so I wonder what's gonna happen with that.
All the test subjects have been taken away.
However many
I'll
there
have my
were.
subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation, and destroy the system. Are you two hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
Paimon's fine. Just a little tired.
Get some rest. Alhaitham is probably waiting for you at the entrance. Go see him when you're done here. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter anything you can't take care of, come find me at the Akademiya.
Okay, you stay safe too, Sino.
Sino's a badass.
Let's go meet up with Alhaitham.
I'm so glad Sayu voices him. Okay, I thought there would be someone here that you could talk to afterwards, but I guess not.
The matter's settled. We can return now. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I expected. Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions. I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now, so I'm not going to field any questions.
Hey, we're not your colleagues!
You couldn't tell that was an excuse just now?
What? Are you kidding me?
God damn it, Alhaitham. You're awesome, but you're also... you.
You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base!
I am curious... I know Kaveh has to show up at some point, right? I feel like he's involved in this somehow.
See ya.
I had a feeling he was gonna do that. Also, I feel like Kaveh should have a hangouts at some point. Even though his hangouts is probably gonna involve Alhaitham in some way. Because, I think one of the other hangouts... I forgot whose. Someone's involves a character we know. I forgot whose, though. Oh, I think, Goro's has Yae Miko in it? I think.
Hold it right there!
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of some other people.
Yeah, Kaveh, I bet.
Stop changing the subject!
Are you good?
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Don't try to ditch us, man.
Where to?
You'll know when we get there.
He's trying to be nice, but he's he's getting the sense of... I think what he meant, he was referencing Kaveh, I believe. Some other people, yeah. Of course, back to Sumeru City. Jeez, that's a trip. Good thing the fast travel is so much faster on the PS5. I mainly got the PS5 for a few reasons. Main reason, Spider-Man 2 comes out this summer. Expect that. I'm streaming that for sure. That's Alhaitham's home? I didn't realize that.
Is this your home?
If those are beds, those are odd beds. Also, what type of home is this? This is an odd home. Similar to that place we stayed in during the Archon quest. This is an interesting home. I know it's a compact for game logic, but like, real logic, this doesn't make sense.
Yes.
What's with you all of a sudden? Being all polite and inviting us over?
Yep, I knew he was here.
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh? Who are they?
Right. Kaveh hasn't met us yet. We saw him briefly in the Archon quest at the end. And he never saw us because he ran off. And freaking Alhaitham told us about him. A little bit.
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the Akademiya, are you?
Do we look like we are?
I'm unsure she's seen you before. You're that person from that time in that one place!
You don't remember the frickin' house of whatever it's called? I don't know how to say that. It says with D, but I don't know how to say it. That's very vague.
Wait, what? How do you know me? Oh no, do people know that I live here?
You dumbass.
What? You're embarrassed only now of all times?
Oh, you guys are roommates!
I'm pretty sure he has mentioned... He hinted at it in Archon Quest, and I'm pretty sure he mentioned it when we first saw Kaveh.
Yes, we are, but keep that to yourselves. Please, don't tell anyone else.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them. You all chat in the meantime.
Also, I don't know how Kaveh is a 4-star.
Hey! You're leaving just like that? What's the deal, Alhaitham?
Also, Dendro... He's a Dendro user as well. A lot of Dendro users that they're adding. Did he just bail on us? I think he just bailed on us just so he didn't have to answer our questions, and he just left us with Kaveh because why not?
Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Alhaitham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you?
Also, are these beds or couches? This is an interesting house. I don't know what's what. Also, nice hairpins. Interesting. Also, the tension between the two is obvious.
What?
He knew dropping us on Kaveh would let him be alone. Unless he actually is getting the books.
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right? You know, with his temperament and stuff.
Temperament?
But aren't you friends with him?
I wouldn't say friends exactly.
The way you say that does not help your case, my guy.
Okay, well, we used to be, but we're not anymore. Don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. Anyway, please don't say anything about me living here.
He's a renovator, and he gets duped really easily to giving his Mora away. So that's why he's living with Alhaitham, by the way. Because he's broke. He apparently helped build the place where Dory is. Like, Dory sets up that one place above Sumeru City on the map. He helped build that. And it's good to know where they live now, that they live in Sumeru City, because I always thought that they lived up there with where Dory is. Also, he's in the Archon Quest, he mentions he's been away for a while, and Alhaitham has had the house to himself, is because he was working on something in the desert.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe some Mora will make Paimon shut up.
About
Are
Mora.
you serious? How could you? Of course. You're Alhaitham's friends.
You mentioned Mora, and of course that triggers him.
What? That was a normal response. You exposed your own weakness.
That's not a normal response. Well, sort of.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
What? How many times has he How many times has he asked you for Mora? Also, Paimon with Mora. Makes sense.
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Oh, you're back.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Paimon's dizzy from reading. This is way too complicated. Why don't we just ask questions instead?
He literally made it so he's trying to get himself out of answering these questions.
Paimon wants to know, oh, how did you know about the collective consciousness's weakness?
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2 lines of reasoning.
To be fair, this is why I say the Doctor's thing's kind of similar, because clearly, because in the Archon quest, he mentions how he's the most, the version that met up with Nahida is the most selfish version of him, and Nahida's lucky that that's the one she interacted with, or else her plan wouldn't have worked. But yeah, he definitely had too much power and deleted the other ones. So he's not even the original, and now he is the original because he deleted the other ones.
The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited by the Akademiya.
Unless, like, well, to be fair, I think the original has already passed away of old age. Possibly.
The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large lab, gathered all those people, and even tried to get rid of you!
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects as tools.
That's way too dangerous. You're not seriously considering that, are you? 'Cause, whew.
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be just as senseless. It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without their humanity cannot be called humans. That's why the Akademiya prohibited research into human evolution. Most research of this kind tends to run contrary to evolution.
Oh yeah, that's similar to the banned research about mechanical evolution that was involved in Tainari's story quest.
Huh. Paimon gets it now.
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wager.
What about you? Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in trouble?
Empathy. You have too much empathy, my guy.
Sort of. We encountered a strange researcher that had it out for us.
Are you all okay?
We are? Clearly? We just happened to be there.
Huh. So that's how things went. Such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitham could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided, right?
Nope.
Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age. If you're not gonna read them, tidy them away. They don't belong there.
To be fair, this is his house before you moved in here. You're the one trying to change his habits. Like a couple. Damn.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your lack of conversational skills.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well, having said all that, are you okay?
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
Oh my... I love these two. They're awesome. The tension is so good. And it helps because the event is going to play on that a little bit because Kaveh is like a main contender in it, and he's a commentator. Same with Nilu, apparently. Whew.
You don't understand anything. Stop criticizing my taste in decoration.
He keeps walking away.
I can't tell which of them is more problematic. Let's just get this over with and leave.
He's gonna come back again, isn't he? I blame your curiosity. Oh my god. This is so good.
You whisper very loudly.
Yeah, Paimon.
Yeah, Paimon's been told that.
No
Do you have any more questions?
Let Paimon think. Oh, by the way, the other researchers apologized to you. They hope that you can forgive them.
I bear them no ill will. More accurately, I don't really care about what they think of me. To some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj. The Matra will take this into account at their trials.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville, but he didn't have the courage.
Why are you so sparkly?
He apologized to you, too.
It doesn't matter. I never considered asking him to come forward with the truth. Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism on him. Criticizing the brave only shows how weak you yourself are. I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you?
Who's making dinner and what dinner are you having exactly? Like, are you going out are you going to use Kaveh's Mora, or is Kaveh cooking for you? It's weird. It's interesting seeing Alhaitham like this because he talks normally as he usually does, but then there's moments in these conversations, especially around his house and with Kaveh, that you can see his stance, I guess you could say, or like his it wavers, and you can hear it in his voice. I don't know if it's more like his awkward talk or his relaxed talk.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. You only started investigating with the Matra at the Akademiya because you were interested in something, right? But after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem like you were interested in him or his experiment.
I had no interest in him personally, but I was curious as to why so many people were willing to form a collective consciousness with him. I now understand the reason.
Also, what does his headset even do?
Correct. The fall of the Sages and the shutdown of the Akasha terminals deeply affected the Akademiya. The fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to the lack of research projects as of late. As the acting Grand Sage, I'll have to figure something out. In addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He didn't deserve the outcome that he had received.
Paimon understands now. Oh, you're pretty serious when it comes to work, huh?
Well, yeah.
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description. I'll do my best to take care of this mess until my resignation is approved.
Of course you're already resigning. Well, yeah, look at how serious he took the whole Lesser Lord Kusanali situation.
Wait, your resignation?
Yes. I've already submitted my resignation to the Akademiya. Soon, I'll resign as the acting Grand Sage and go back to being its scribe. I don't think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have already resigned. What he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine. However, even without my input, his unstable model would have collapsed for some other reason, so it makes no difference.
But why do you want to resign?
Huh.
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one. The official process to select the new sages is already underway, but this process is long and takes far too much time.
I say you're pretty suited.
If I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. That would be troublesome. This job isn't something I want to spend the rest of my life doing.
True.
It's important to keep your priorities straight. Well, it's about time. You two should grab some dinner as well.
There's a reason they're showing Kaveh over there.
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kinda hungry. See ya! We're gonna grab some yummies!
Okay.
See ya.
Did Lisa stand by Alhaitham's house, or during Second Blooming? Where did she stand before? Is his house just open to us now? What? Wait a minute. Where are we? Okay, I got turned around here. Oh, don't wait. Okay, let me do this because God, I'm so zoomed in. Let me see something. Ah, shit. Well, that's not too bad. Depending on where Lisa's story takes place, this is not too bad. I just can't go to the Akademiya again because I'm afraid to trigger the event. So I need to get away from here. Because I don't want to do this yet. If anything, I'll try to do this later this week. Like maybe Saturday. Like I'll try to do 3 days this week. Like Thursday will be Guardian Games, or tomorrow, and then maybe the event afterwards? Is the paint he was trying to hang up? Also, I don't want to... I'm afraid to walk out.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell. Was he in your class?
The sun and black screen scared the shit out of me. Also, hey! Okay, I was going in here because I saw Kaveh in here. I didn't know it was going to activate a cutscene. I thought I actually had to interact with them.
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that you don't remember him.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the Akademiya pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the Akademiya can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness. If the people in the Akademiya haven't gone mad, they'd know that I'm much more suited to be a sage than you.
Oh, really? That's funny.
And I suppose they'd let everyone know that your career as a sage will be as shaky as that painting.
Again, that's mighty rich coming from someone about to resign. In a few days, you'll be managing files again. You'll be back at rock bottom.
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what? How come? Why do you get special treatment?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
You...
See?
I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it? I'd have been better off catching up on my work. I still have designs to finish.
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some furniture with that Mora.
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death? The decorations you buy keep getting uglier and uglier. What's the point of having a boring wood carving in your house?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you want. But if we forget Mora for a second, do you have anything of true value to boast about?
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, Can you think of any redeeming features at all?
Artistry, for sure! You don't know the first thing about interior design. Don't go off buying random furniture unless you take me with you.
I'm kind of glad I walked in here. Also, doesn't he have that briefcase that's a robot in some way?
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you drinks?
Of course!
But why would I do that? It would just be another form of a loan, and you'd have to pay me back eventually.
Can't you just be nice and not ask for the Mora back?
Pretending that you're not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in someone else's home. Word will get out sooner or later.
Oh boy.
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything, right? Tell them to keep all this a secret.
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few drinks at the tavern had you spilling all your beans.
Oh. Also, is there really a problem with knowing that he's living with a scribe? I guess maybe rumors of them being a thing, which they totally are, would go out, so...
What? No, it can't be.
Oh my god. What is with this like, weird gloves they wear? Can I go back in there?
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell.
He isn't someone who...
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the Akademiya pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the Akademiya can't be left to you.
Okay, I'm trying to skip this, but...
that I'm delighted to see that you have a base...
And I suppose they'd let it...
Again, that's my...
But my salary will...
So,
what?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
You... I took time out of my day to clean...
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy...
What? Are you trying to annoy me today?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine.
I'm trying to skip through this because we already heard this. I thought it would be different dialogue, but it wasn't.
You, on the other hand, can you think
so
of
if I just enter this room, it just activates this.
So I'll have to bring you along.
Of course.
But why would I do that?
Can't you just be nice?
Pretending that you're not...
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything.
There's no need to hide it.
What? No, it can't be.
So I can't enter that room because of obvious reasons. But that's funny. I was wondering where Alhaitham went. I wonder if I can just come in here now.
Strange. Paimon's heard lots of people talking about this Akademiya extravaganza thing earlier. Wonder what that is. Maybe there'll be fun things to do there. Let's go to the Akademiya and have a look for ourselves.
Just to make sure see where the hell this is. Okay, so it's straight up in Akademiya. That's not too bad. As long as it's... But I don't know, like, the range of where it's activated. Like, or, like, where it triggers the cutscene. I don't know the range of it. Also, it doesn't look like I can, go into Alhaitham's house anymore, so I'm kind of lucky I got that cutscene. Interesting that they're in Sumeru City, though. Let's see, I'm gonna head back to where Catherine is real fast. And then I'll work on doing the hangouts. Depending on where Lila's and... I know where Farazan's take place, but... So Farazan's takes place here, but the story had nothing to do with this area, so I don't know why that stopped me. I don't know why his character story stopped me from, like, doing Farazan's. Also, I will eventually do his. I'll probably do these two first before I do Baizu. We'll do Farazan first. Because why not? Plus, again, Farazan is involved in this event, so it makes sense to you know, meet her first before, so we don't have one of those text boxes pop up. Oh yeah, what is this mail I got? Oh, Candace. Funny, she's in the banner. Yeah, came to the village early in the morning. She bought many presents, clothes, accessories, and face powder. All in a big chest. According to her, trying something new for a change would make one happy. She also brought another member of the Blazing Beasts and offered a patrol around the village for me. Appreciate her kindness, but really didn't want to bother her. She then resorted to mentioning that I was bested in one last pillow fight in a bid to persuade me. Odea is not one to easily give up, is she? This is a special day. This special day could be a good opportunity to show off my culinary skills. How about I make something delicious for everyone in the village? I'd be more than happy if you could join us, but I understand how treacherous the trip into the desert could be, so don't push yourself if you're currently somewhere far away. We can always meet on another day. I'm always here in the village. I wish you actually, like, I wish there was some type of interaction for, accepting one of these, like, food gifts. Like, you could go and meet someone after they give you food. Also, here, Aloy, she's in the game still, so please, I hope they reissue her so I can get her. Even though she's not good, I still want her. Because she's a rare character, for one. Two, there's no way to C6 her, so I hope they do something about that. Three, she's clearly still in the games. She's still in the game somewhat, story-wise, because she is now in the Adventurers Guild. And this was given to us this year, so... let's see. Also, what's trying to fight me? What was trying to fight me? Let's see. So yeah, I'll do the event. I'll do this probably later this week. I still need to figure out where. Also, I'll do the world quest on my own time. Let's see. Oh yeah, I came up here because I wanted to trigger it normally and not, you know, teleport right on top of it. Oh wait, maybe there was a character, not Farazan, but there's a character, maybe there was a character in Alhaitham's character story that, is in this Hangouts that blocked it. Or no, I said the location, but this location was never used. Maybe one of the locations that we go to during this Hangouts was used, though. Are you kidding me? Really? That's annoying. Tainari's in this. Damn it, I was hoping to do this before the event. I should have done this way earlier. Before the event came out, because technically you're supposed to do this, like, before the festivities, because this is where you meet Farazan in the Hangouts, not in the event. So now, a little bubble is gonna pop up explaining who she is. Well, that kinda took Oh god. Don't tell me I won't be able to do Lila's. This is gonna change all my plans, isn't it? Let's try to do Lila's. Are you kidding me? The quest location... Well, that ruined my idea. Or my plan. Shit. That ruined my plan. But, to be fair to you guys, I will do those hangouts on stream, to be fair. I was going to do them without Alhaitham, but clearly I can't. That means, when I do the event, which clearly I have to do next, or that's only the next thing I stream, for Genshin. I'm gonna try to shoot through the event story-wise. I'm gonna do all the story stuff in one stream. Meaning all 3 days, which I believe there's only 3 days. Do all the meetups with, pretty much do all the hidden locations where characters are, try to interact with characters in a certain order, stuff like that. All that. And then when it comes to... And then when I do the hangouts, I'll probably end up doing those 2 hangouts, Farazan and Lila's, with a character story like Dea's, probably. Yeah, I want to do Dea's, then this, and then this. I think that's going to be the plan. It just sucks that kind of ruined it. That ruined my plan. Damn it. It ruined my plan on doing the hangouts. Damn it, I should... I'm kind of mad at myself because technically I could have done it earlier. I could have done it earlier on, but I didn't. So that's kind of... that's a little bit on me for not doing it when I should have. By doing it before the event came in. Like, I literally could have done it, like, last week, or I could have done it, like, a week before, or something like that. Like, when the Hangouts first came out. During like, I could have done it during Phase 1, but I didn't. I got some things. Oh yeah, let me level up. I might as well level up a few things real fast. What was the weapon I was leveling up? I was leveling up this. There we go. This is going to go to any 5-star character I get. Any 5-star polearm character I get. I was leveling up other weapons. What was the other weapon I was leveling up? Oh yeah, I got this sword recently. And I crafted this. I thought this was event exclusive. It's not. And I got the polearm from Dragon Spine as well. Oh, I can level up again. Don't wait to do that. What's another sword I was there was another weapon I was leveling up. if I'm guessing right, this should end up being the same power as this. Or base attack should be the same. And I'll swap this in Elon's. And then yeah, I got this thing, I leveled it up, and it's on her now. And I moved everything around. Sucrose has the book, that book now. Yeah, I think I'll wait until the event to summon on Baizu. I think I've done everything I could for now. Because, of course, I'm freaking dumb. Also, I maxed out the statue for Mondstadt. And, like, yeah, I've been, like, working on leveling shit up. Let me actually go to my pot real fast. Might as well do that real fast. Also, been leveling up this. I've been doing TCG. Like, I now have a Zuma-style house and, like, 2 of the sections unlocked.
Would you care to sit?
Oh, I think she's at 4 now. I think that's what I just said. That's not what I wanted. I'm trying to get things that don't have stone to them. Because, yeah, for obvious reasons. Okay, let's see here. There's a reason I'm doing this. Be revealed in due time. There we go, that opened up a lot of possibilities. I wonder what I need. What do I need for those dark ones? Where are they? Ah, I need that. What the? Need that... Wait, do I even have that wood? Where do I get that wood? I'll have to look at where I get that wood.
If you ever have any...
Okay, this did not go the way I thought it would, by the way. I do apologize for that. Let me actually see where this thing is again. It's all the way up there, so I don't have to worry about triggering it accidentally. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. I sadly didn't pull anyone, so I'll leave on Tainari. Because new voice and everything. But yeah. I guess I'll end it here for now. Next stream will be Guardian Games, whether that's tomorrow or Thursday. And then probably Saturday, if I'm up for it, I will be streaming this again, and it'll be the event. And I'll try to do all 3 days. And try to get all the interactions. Hopefully no cutouts this time. I have to be careful what I do. And then, yeah, try to do all 3 days, do all the different character locations and interaction, or like the best order of interactions I should do. And then in the description of that video, I'll put all the links to the videos of all the locations and what I use to find them. But yeah, for now, that'll be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm glad this worked, since it was through a weird way I'm doing this through the Xbox and PlayStation 5. But yeah, I expect smoother gameplay because it's on the PS5. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. No set schedule still. I'll update Twitter when I'm back in Mojo. Again, see you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.